Hello, 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 hello. Vijay, can you hear me? Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to this webinar. We'll start in like next 2-3 minutes. Let some more people join and then we start. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Ashish Gupta. Just wanted to check if you can hear my voice. Can someone type OK if you can hear me? Okay. All right. So let us start. So welcome to this webinar. In this webinar, we'll talk about career planning. So career planning is one of the most important factor for any student who is going into college. So there are two options that you might be going for. One is UG, second is PG. So either you are a school student going for undergraduate courses or you are a college student going for postgraduate courses. But in both the options, there's one thing common for you, that is career planning. Because at the end of the day, why you are going for higher education is to plan your career so that you should be able to do what you wanted to do. And second is you should be successful in that, right? So in this webinar, I'll tell you the 5 steps to finding your path and preparing for success. So I'll tell you one by one what all you need to do. If you want, you can take notes of it, which will be useful for you throughout your college years to help you plan a successful career. Now, let us start. So 5 steps to find your path and prepare for success. So first, let's understand what is career planning. What exactly is career planning, why you require it, and what are the steps involved into career planning. Number one is career planning is an ongoing process that involves three things. Number one, exploring and identifying your skills. Number two, your interest and values. And number three, setting goals and taking actions to achieve them. Now, this is very important that you should understand that career planning is an ongoing process. When you were in class 8, you would have thought of becoming something through which you would have planned your ninth and 10th. When you passed your 10th based on your marks and lot of things, you would have planned your 11th and 12th. Based on your performance in 11th and 12th and your developed interest, you would be planning your college various courses. Or if you're in college, based on your experience in college and your interests, you would be planning your PG. So if you see one pattern here for last 6, 7, 8 years, that is that career planning is an ongoing process. It is not stopping. What is happening is continuously you are exploring and identifying your skills. What interests you, what does not interest you, what makes you feel happy, what you are good at, and also what do your parents or people who are your well-wishers expect you to do. Lot of factors are there. Next comes is your interest and your values. Okay, so it is very obvious for someone living in Bangalore to choose a career which is in software engineering or which is in tech. Similarly, it is very obvious for a person living in Gujarat to choose entrepreneurship. These are something called values. So, what kind of values does your location offers, your place has? Also, similar to state that I have mentioned, your family. Okay, so your family is all about jobs. You would be preferring a job. Your family is all about entrepreneurship. Even if you go in college, you would be preferring entrepreneurship. Similarly, a lot of factors come in which are known as values. And next comes is interest. Okay, so what happens even if a family is in jobs but you want to do something, maybe you want to do music. Okay, so that is interest. So not just values but interest. So that collide somewhere which define that this is exactly where I want to focus on. This is where I want to go. And third thing, which becomes very important, is even if you know your skills, even if you identify your skills, you know your interests, you know your values, the last thing that matter to you is setting goals and taking action. So irrespective of what you do, at the end of the day, you have to set your goals and then not just set your goals, but the last point is very important, taking action on your goals, right? So the few key points if you take from here, one is career planning is ongoing process. Interests, values, setting goals, taking action. These 4 5 pointers, if you note down, these will help you throughout your career. At the end, I'll tell you that not just within college, but beyond college also, how career planning will help you. Now, let's understand the step one of career planning. So, step one of career planning is self-assessment. That means you assess yourself what you are good at. So, let's see how do you do this self-assessment. There's something called SWOT analysis: strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So you need to start assessing yourself on the basis of few things. One is, what are your strengths? Strength is all about what exactly I'm good at. Suppose somebody who is really good in maths, somebody who's really good in physics or chemistry, somebody who's really good in English but not physics, chemistry, somebody who is really good in languages, somebody who is really good in talking to people, somebody who is really good in creativity. These are some of the examples of your strengths. Now, you might say, I don't know about my strengths, but you dig a little deeper and you will find out that, okay, of course, all of us have some strengths. Okay. Next is weaknesses. Now, you have some strengths, but you're not perfect. So you would have some weaknesses also. Like if I give you my example, one of the mistakes that I made in my life is choosing PCM in my class 11th and 12th. While my class colleagues were like performers, but I found that at the end of the day, physics or chemistry does not interest me, but English does, public speaking does, talking to people does, right? So there are a lot of strengths as well as weaknesses you have. So once you identify your weakness, next would be taking action not to pursue that. Okay. Similarly, your interest and values. So I have defined interest and values in last slide, that what are the interests, how do you identify, and what are the values and different factors. With this, you would have a proper assessment. Now, you understand one thing here, that you don't have to assess everything on your own. You can take help of your parents, you can take help of your family members, you can take help of your colleague, you can take help of a professional counselor for it. But at the end of the day, you should get the best result possible to understand yourself, and this is the first step towards career planning. Next step is explore different courses, industries, and job roles that align with your interests. So, as I said, that once you are able to identify that this is the kind of career that I'm looking forward, like for example, management. If you look forward that management is a career that I'm looking forward, and I will probably do BBA or BCom, then I would find out that what are the courses and what are the interests. In BBA, I have marketing as an option, I have HR as an option, I have finance as an option, I have probably manufacturing as an option, or probably telecom as an option, or artificial intelligence as an option. So there are multiple options I have. So I will find out that what are the courses that are available and what are the industries that I can get into if I choose this course. Next thing comes is, what would be the job roles. Now, as a student, you will always think of the highest level of jobs, but you can also start thinking in terms of what are the different levels. You start with an executive or manager or senior manager. So these are the hierarchies, but what exactly are the job roles? What are the job functions that will involve in this? Identify your aspirations and how they align with your career aspirations. Now, as a student, aspirations play a very important role in your career planning, right? Some people are highly aspirational. There's a quotation. I do not fully agree with it, but then there partially I agree with it, that if you try to fly with the eagles, at least you will be somewhere in the sky, right? So it's all about aspirations. What are your aspirations? Once you define your aspiration, that maybe 20 years down the line, I would like to see myself as a CEO. So once you define that this is my aspiration, your career path is clear. Now, what is your career path to become a CEO? Number one, to choose management as a career. Number two, to start somewhere as an executive or as a manager. Number three, work hard and climb the ladder, right? So 20 to 20 years down the line, you will become a CEO of a company, right? Your career path is starting as in your own company. So that is your aspiration. So what are the ways? The way is, one, to identify the industry. Second is to identify the product and niche. And third is to launch your startup, right? So these are the various ways through which you start. Identify your aspiration. Once you identify your aspiration, what happens is next thing that comes in picture is, which is probably the most important thing, is your research and education. Okay. So once you identify that this is where my aspiration is, this is what I want to do, you research about the courses and you plan your education. See, in any field you think of, there are hundreds of careers that are available. Out of that, you need to find some for you and choose one. So you need proper research of careers and the industries. And there is one more thing in this research that becomes important for you is, what are the future industries? Today, when you are studying not for today, but for tomorrow. You will pass out 3 years, 4 years, 5 years down the line, and at that time what would be important is important for you, so you will be planning accordingly. So when you plan your careers, just look forward that what are the careers that would be in demand 5 years down the line. Okay. Next thing come is, learn about the required education and training and potential career path for each field. And of course, there's one thing that you need to, duties and salary ranges, because at the end of the day, money is your motivation. So you need to figure out that way also what exactly this job pay off to you. The number three is networking. When you come inside the college, do not wait for you to become to pass out to start networking. A lot of people do this mistake. And what they do is they think that, okay, I have just come in the college. I will maybe start networking 3 years, 4 years, 5 years down the line, or when I pass out. No, you should start networking as soon as your first internship. That means you complete your first semester and you should immediately start networking. Today, you are lucky that you are living in the age of LinkedIn, social media, Instagram, and so many platforms wherein it takes just few minutes to find out the right person you want to connect to. And today, you can connect right from an executive to the CEO of any company. You think Starbucks is a very good employer, I want to connect. You can right now go to LinkedIn and connect to the CEO of Starbucks or any other company that you know, right? So that is the power of social media. So you should utilize that power in networking. Networking is an essential part of your career planning. So you need to reach out to professionals in the field you are interested in and ask for advice, informational interviews, or mentorship. You can always ask for their advice that, boss, my aspiration is to become a CEO. Currently, I'm in first semester, second semester, third semester, 3 years, fourth year, fifth year. What do you think I should be doing right to become what I want to become? Right. So networking plays a crucial role in what you do. What are the other ways of networking that you can look for? Is you can attend the job fairs, you can attend industry events, you can attend conferences to network and learn more about your chosen field. So not just digital, but you can also look forward to job fair events, conferences, and a lot more. And see, as I said, do not wait to be pass out. During college, you can start your networking, and your early networking will help you later. Number four is gain experience. Okay. Now, again, as I said, similar to networking due to social media, you have so many possibilities. Gaining experience has also become a very possible thing due to digital world. So today in digital world, you don't have to go physically to do an internship. You can also do a lot of online internship very early on. And this gives you a lot of experience. So you must have heard these jokes which says that for job you need experience and for experience you need job. So it's a problem that both end. How to solve this problem? To solve this problem, the option or idea is get early experience. How do you get the early experience? You start to look for opportunities to gain relevant experience in your chosen field. See, there is no better option than free internship to learn more. A lot of students think that since I'm devoting my time, I should get something. You know what I would do if I would be in your place, or what I did in my college is I did a lot of free internships in the beginning, because for selling something, first you have to have some credentials to sell. Why would I buy from you? Okay, even a job is actually about selling your skills, right? So why would someone give you a job? A job is given on the basis of your internship experience that you have done for free and gained those skills that help you. Okay, do at least 4 internship in your UG and at least 2 to 3 internships in your PG. So if you are an undergraduate student doing 3 or 4 years of plain or honors course, do at least 3 to 4 internships. And if you are a postgraduate student doing 2 years MBA, do at least 2 to 3 internships. These internships should be minimum of 30 days and maximum of 90 days. Can be part-time, can be full-time, but a lot of learning and involvement, understanding the structure, work, skills, and lot more. There are a lot of other works also that you can do. Like one thing I always advise to students is social work. If you're somebody who is planning for your PG abroad or further education abroad, your certificates, your credentials in social work will help you a lot. Social work also help you understand how society actually function and how you can contribute to society. So you can do all that also. So this will help you gain the experience, which is the step 4. And step 5 is setting your goals. In career planning, this is probably the most important. As I said, that you will have some goal, you will keep improving, but you will have something which you are chasing for, right? So what you have to do is you have to set realistic goal for your career development and create a plan to achieve them. If you see, since beginning, I'm following a common thread, that is your goals and a plan, and then your education, networking, experience, everything else become part of it. But what happens is when you have a plan, when you have realistic goals and a plan, you start completing step by step. So understand career planning. I think simple example that I can give you is think about it as a ladder. Okay. So this ladder might have 10 step or 12 step or 15 steps, but you have a ladder and you are just taking it step by step, right? And your end goal is probably becoming a CEO or becoming a top corporate person or making probably 1 crore a year, something like that, whatever a financial goal can be, it can be monetary goal, whatever. But that is a way. Second is break down your long-term goals into smaller, achievable steps to help you stay motivated and focused. Now, I might think of that I want to start $1 million company, but it's not overnight thing. Today, I think I want $1 million company. Tomorrow, the company becomes a reality. Is not how the word works. How the word works is a step-by-step approach. So while you have a long-term goal of what you want to do, you will require to break down your goal into smaller, achievable steps. When you start achieving these steps, they will keep you motivated and focused. So like I said, that you become an executive, then you become a manager, then you become a senior manager, then you become a AVP, then you become a VP, then you become a CEO, right? So these are 6 7 steps you take. This will take you 10 to 15 years, 20 years, but then because you have short term goals, you are able to choose your or chase your long term ones. So this is exactly how career planning happens. I'm not sure if I was too fast or something, but then we will come on the question and answers to discuss your question. And if you want me to repeat anything, now here are some important points that I want you to understand before we go further. It's an ongoing process. As I said, it's essential to adapt and re-evaluate your goals and plans as you gain experience and learn more about your chosen field. What happens is life is not that easy. Okay. Everything does not go as per your plan. Recently, we have seen the news of a lot of layoffs in Indian IT industry. Now, somebody who would be working in a successful startup like last year would think, who can be more secure than I am? But this year they might have faced layoffs. Okay, so things does not go as easy as you think about, and that is where you should have this thing called adapt and reevaluate. There would be difficulties in your path. There would be things that are not as per your planned way. And that is where you will need to understand how to adapt and reevaluate, and then start all over again. Also remember that finding your path and preparing for success takes time and effort. Okay. So as I said, you plan for a career, very good, but it's a time taking process. 15 years is a very long time, 10 years is a very long time. That is what you have to devote if you actually want to become what you thought about, right? Next is be patient and stay focused and take advantage of resources available to you. So a lot of time what a lot of people do is, and this is where they make a mistake, is comparison. Okay, you need to understand that you have your own way, you have the resources available to you, so you have to be patient, stay focused on your path, especially during your college, because lot of distractions are going to come your way. Especially in the digital world, there are so many distractions every single day that you cannot think of one thing straight, and that is where you need to be patient, focused, and make advantage of what resources you have, and then go on. Thank you so much. This was my talk on career planning. I'd like you to ask questions if you have any questions, and then we go further. I'll give you a brief of IFIM College also. If you're somebody who is joining first time, the further section will be very important for you. If you're somebody who has joined already the webinar, then probably the next section that I'm going to talk about, you would have already thought of. Any questions here? Okay, no problem. So what I've done is I have opened my chat in case any questions come. I'll talk about it. I'll just give you a brief of IFIM as an institution and what we do here. So IFIM At IFIM, we are on a mission to nurture socially responsible and continuously employable professionals. So at IFIM, our goal is to make sure that a student who pass out from here are socially responsible, they understand their responsibility towards society, and continuous employable. That means they inculcate the factor called lifelong learning into themselves and can be employable throughout their career, continuously employable. We started in the year 1995 as IFM Business School. In last 23 years, we are consistent in our approach to education. Our legacy is very strong, and we not only became very successful in education, but also expanded our footprints. And today, what was started in 1995 as one business school is a part of 24 groups. Today, we have IFIM Business School, we have IFIM College, we have IFIM Law School, and we also have a university called Vijay Bhumi University in Mumbai. So this is our last 23 years journey. We have all the important accreditations that are important for any institution, be it Bangalore University, be it AICT, be it UGC, NAAC, and all other accreditations that are required for a college. Now, what programs do we offer? We offer BBA, we offer BCom, we offer BCA, honors and plain, all the programs. Then we also offer the integrated program for BBA and MBA. And MBA, 2 years is our flagship program here. We also have law school wherein we offer BBA, LLB, and LLB. We have School of Technology wherein we offer BCA Honors Software Engineering and BCA Honors Data Analytics. So these are two programs we offer. One of the flagship approach that we have is called practice courses. So in IFIM, along with everything else, we offer 5 practice courses which are part of your curriculum to make sure that your development is 360-degree holistic development. You have a personality enhancement program wherein we make sure that there are classes, physical sessions, and every single day you learn something during PEP. PEP is a very important function at IFIM. We have a social immersion program wherein we associate our student with some NGOs. You in a group, you work on projects with these NGOs. These projects can relate from poverty to women development to a lot of other social issues that exist. We have our industry internship program, as I said, and always say that internship is one of the most important function of any course. So we have an industry internship program wherein we make sure that you do an internship and which help you to get your job. So you don't get into that job experience fake problem. We have research incubation. Research is an important part for any uh, institute, and we also are very expert, have heavy research facilities available. So with research incubation, what happens is you get the research project that you work on. And last is we have a corporate mentorship program. Being in Bangalore, we have so many companies which are part of IFIM, wherein we have people from top companies who become mentor for IFIM students. So in a group, you are able to talk to these successful corporate executives who help you for the corporate mentorship. So this corporate mentorship help you understand, one is what is happening in the outside world, and second is your career options. So they are able to help you in terms of jobs also. So this is called practice courses that we offer at IFIM. We have clubs and committees, so we understand that you have a lot of interest in different areas. That's why you will find business club, cultural club, IT club, literary club, photography club, CSR club, and multiple other clubs to help you come for a cause, understand what are your interests, and with these clubs you can develop your interests. We also offer scholarships. If you are somebody who is meritorious, then we offer scholarships for merit basis. We also have economically weaker section scholarship, which is called EWS scholarship. So if you are somebody who is talented and meritorious but cannot afford the education, we are here to help you. We also have some of the top rankings and awards. We are NAAC accredited, which is the highest accreditation by the government body. We have ISO certification. We have QS iGOG E-Lead certification. These are some of the top accreditations that college might have. Also, we have some of the top rankings, like being in Bangalore, we are ranked number one in MBA, four in South India, and 14 pan India. Our BBA and BCA courses are also ranked highly. Even our law courses are ranked very well. Now, next thing comes is what is the admission process. So IFM follow admission process. That is, you fill the application. After the application is like 100% online. You go to the website, which is ifm.edu.in, and fill your application. After the application, there's profile evaluation. So there's an interview that happens. In that interview, you'll be asked questions. You should be able to answer, especially what is your motivation to do and how clear you are in doing what you want to do. And third is, if your interview clears, then you get offer letter and you join the program. So this is the application process we follow. I have come to the end of my session. This is like Q&A. So if any of you have any questions, you can drop me the message. I'll wait for like 2 more minutes, and if there are no questions, then I would say bye-bye to you. Okay, so I don't think we have any questions. I thank you all for joining this session. I hope this session would have been very important and full of learning for you. What I'm doing is I'm writing my email ID to all of you. If you have any further question, please feel free to reach out to me. If I can help you in any way for your career planning, I would be really happy to do that. Thank you so much for joining this session. I'll see you soon in another session on another important topic that will help you to define your future. Thank you so much.